Welcome, everybody. This is Wes, what I'm going to do today is just give everyone a little bit of a rundown about the distributor's back office for their Total Life Changes website. So you would have enrolled by now, you would have signed up, you would have given yourself your fantastic website name so you can push people to purchase products or to join up underneath you within your downline, etc. So what I want to do now is just spend a little bit of time to go through just to show you some information about how to use the back office and what you should do straight away and what you then can start to look at as you get more involved in it and as you sort of work through each one of these icons at the top here. So this is the front page when you come into the back office. And I'm using my wife's here because she's brand new and she hasn't got a great deal of commissions, so we don't have to really worry too much about any of the privacy, etc. from there. So what happens is, so this is your rep number. It just says welcome back to Jennifer, and then it has just a whole heap of information when there's some upcoming events, etc. there. So it's pretty easy, this front page. So when you first come on to your back office, there's some things that you need to do straight away. And part of them is to help you get paid. And then part of them is just to give you some understanding about the back office. So the very first thing that we need to do is we need to come over to this commissions icon over here, and we need to click onto the commissions, because what we need to do for us to get paid on a weekly basis, we need to go across to the left here and see where it says the TLC prepaid MasterCard sign up. You need to go into that straight away and sign up for the prepaid MasterCard. So what this is, on every single week when you start making your commissions, they will upload it onto this prepaid MasterCard, and you'll be able to go and pull that money out of any ATM around the world, and they deposit your commissions on a weekly basis. I'm also going to do another video on how the commission structure works and when you get paid. So that video is going to go through what days you get paid your commissions, etc. like that. So this is not the video for that. This is just giving everyone a quick understanding of how to use their back office. So this here, you need to sign this up for your MasterCard. So therefore you can go and get your money. If you don't sign up for the MasterCard, what they will do, they will send you out a paper check. Now remember, because it's coming from America, there's a million things that could happen to that. The post could go missing. Obviously, you could have some bank check fees when they get to Australia, New Zealand, or anywhere in the South Pacific, wherever you are. So this is the best and easiest and most convenient way. It also means your money gets into your account straight away from when your commissions are earned. The next thing we need to go through is we need to go across to your My Profile setup. So the first thing we need to do immediately is we need to set up that MasterCard. The second thing we need to do we need to set up a few little bits and pieces in the My Profile section to just make it a little bit easier. So Jen's brand new, so we need to we need to go into Edit My Profile, and we need to put ourselves, you get a photo put up here. So you just go into the Edit My Profile section. You can go through and change all that. If you need to change your password. So for example, if you had your sponsor set up your account and they just gave you a generic password to get you started, this is where you'd go in here and you would change that password. This is your picture, so if you need to edit your photo, you can go through there and change your photo. Where it says replicated site information, some people, when they've set up their account, obviously they've used their legal names, and they may have really long legal names. With this bit here, you can replicate the site information, so you can change your name, and so Jen's just got Jen Allen instead of Jennifer Allen. So you can go in there and change it, and that's what people will see. So for example, if instead of myself having Wesley, I would have Wes, and so that's what people would see instead of having your full name. So this is where you can come in and change it if you've got your nickname, and it's what people use your name as for etc. You can go in there and change that there. If you need to change your shipping information for etc., you just jump in here and change that. So where you come into My Profile section, this is the second part that you need to do immediately to make sure everything's set up with the way that you want it. I'm going to come back to this preferred placement in a few minutes, and that's after I've spoken to you a little bit more about the commission structure and your organisation structure from there. The next thing we need to do, so the first thing we did was organize our MasterCard. The second thing we did is just to make sure that our profile is set up. The third thing we need to do is we need to come across to our auto ship. We need to make sure that we have set ourselves up on an auto ship, because remember, if we don't continue at least buying some of the product on a monthly basis, then we are not qualified for the binary commissions. So we need to set ourselves up on an auto ship. Now, what I recommend to every single person is we set yourself up with a minimum of 3 lots of teas per month. And the reason why you need 3 lots of teas is so one's for your personal use, and then you've got 2 teas which you're able to give to your new prospects, and you just take obviously some money off them so they'll go and use it. So they haven't really cost you anything. But what it means is you're able to grow your business. And even if you've got 2 lots of teas, it's not a great deal of product to get out there and grow your business. So you need some additional products on a monthly basis to grow your business anyway. So I recommend a minimum monthly auto ship is 3 teas. But what it also does, it guarantees that you're never going to lose those binary commissions. So you need to make sure that you're going to set your auto ship up straight away, because we all know life just kicks in and we'll forget the dates. And if we don't, if we don't purchase them and we start to lose the commissions, obviously we're going to be disappointed. So you need to set up your auto ship straight away, and then you never need to worry about it. You can come in as often as you want and just come across here to the view and edit. So if I click onto the view and edit here for Jen, it will see that she has 3 lots of teas that she has on her auto ship. And you can change that, so you can add extra things for your auto ship. So next month, if you want to get some NRGs or you want to get some coffee, you just come and change that auto ship, and it'll automatically make that process and make that order when that date kicks around. The next thing that we need to look at is we're going to come into our organization. This is one of the icons that you're going to click onto quite a lot. And when we click onto this, we're going to come down to your graphical downline light. Now, when you click on that, that's going to give you a new screen, and it's going to give you all your downline there. Now, I'm going to come back and I'm going to sort of click out of that. It just gives you, I don't want to spend too much time on that because there's obviously names in there. Not that it matters too much, but it will give you the entire tree of your entire downline, and it'll have both your left and your right. And like I said, Jen's brand new, so she doesn't have a huge downline as it stands. She's only been in for a few days, but you can start to see your downline expand. But what you're going to look at that tree is because your left and your right is going to be able to give you an idea of where you need to start to place your new people that you're bringing on board. Now, the one good place if you need to work out whether your power leg is far stronger than your pay leg, because obviously we want to try and keep them as even as possible. When you come across to your commissions icon at the top, or your tab at the top, you will see that you've got your left leg and your right leg. So your right volume and your left volume. So as you can see, Jen here, on her left volume, she's got 110 for this week, and on her right volume, she's got none. So we need to make sure that we start to add people into her right leg here. So this is where you can start to tell what legs you need to put people into. So these 2 columns, your commission icon here and your organization icon here, you're going to come into this quite frequently. Now, let's say, for example, you go, okay, well, I need people now on my right leg. How do you do that? How do you tell this system I want people to be coming into my right leg instead of my leg? Well, that's really easy to do. If you come back up to my profile and you click onto this, it's going to bring up the tabs again where you can edit your profile, you can add your photo, you can do all that. But see where it says preferred placement? If you click onto this, you're then going to see you can change it from your left leg to your right leg. And if you have not specified, the system will just sort of automatically give you right, left, right, left, right, left. But as your business and organization starts to expand, you'll find that one of your legs will grow quicker than the other, which means you can automatically just start to add people in here. So if I want to change it to the right leg, then I just click onto the right leg here, or if I can click on the left, it doesn't make any difference at all. So I'm going to put that there as the right leg because we saw on those commissions there's nothing coming in on that right leg. So I'm going to do that and save the changes. So now when Jen puts the next person in, it's going to automatically go onto her right leg. So this gives you a bit of an overview on the entire back-end system here. You've got your feed, your showcase, your resources, etc. You just go through and have a look at all these. If you want to know about pay plans, etc., you click onto this resources section here, and that gives you a whole heap of information about, and you can come in here and you can search different, pay plan, compensation plans, or anything like that. You're able to go ahead and find all that information out. You can sit there and you can order more information. You can shop for t-shirts and caps and water bottles. So you can do a lot of things up on these icons here. You're not going to break the system, so just get in there and play around with it, and you'll get used to it really, really quickly. The key things, like we talked about at the start, that you need to get your MasterCard sorted straight away so we can get paid. It can take up to 2 to 3 weeks for you to get that credit card, and it won't be you won't get paid into that until you activate it. Now, the great thing with that MasterCard is if you activate it, for example, on a Thursday or a Friday, the company who issue the MasterCards, they let TLC know every single Monday who activated it from the prior week, and then you start getting paid into that straight away. So you need to make sure you organise that ASAP, so therefore you can get it delivered as quick as possible to start getting paid and activate into that system. We then went into the My Profile section, and we put photos into the profile section so people can see your photo and what you look like. We changed the name if we wanted to change your name and have it more personalised. We also went up to the auto ship. You've got to do this auto ship because you're going to forget at some stage. And you also need to make sure you order a minimum of 3 teas. So therefore we have some product which we can go out there and we can prospect new clients with. We then looked at the organisation. We looked at the commissions. And at any stage you want to change your profile setting, as in you want your placement, is simply through the My Profile section, and then you got your preferred placement. You can have your left, your right, or you can have a non-specific, and it will just do it for yourself. So that just gives you a quick overview of your distributor's back office. I hope that helped you, because obviously you're brand new, so they give you an idea of how the system works. So if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to flick me an email. My email is wesyork@salescoachingaustralia.com. Or you can jump on the Healthy and Wealthy Facebook page, and you can send me a private message from there, and I'll definitely get back to you and help you through any of the questions that you may have. So everyone have a fantastic week. Let's make this business rock and roll. And again, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to give me a buzz.